Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Landover. Starting from the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down. He'll throw it. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
2nd and 10 now. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go. Go, Lee. Go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 23. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position, but to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby, and they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Toss play. This is Walker. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3. Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds a man right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll come up first and 10.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it down to a single point. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start. It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here we go.
They bring their tight end left.
Go.
Here he is on third and long. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on fourth. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They're out and set, first and 10.
19 Cardinals.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now. He's dropping back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Cowboy 80. Set, go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come on, come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught quickly on the slant. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Ashton Davis there on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. Again, Daniels to the air. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Stephanie.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Stiff arm success. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing now, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. On fourth down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Grupe sends it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Walker on first down. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Smith-Njigba there to grab it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
To throw, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders pushing for points.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Gets everything he has under this. It is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It is cut left side. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the mark. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction. They're off the field instead. Well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Chased out to his right. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
This is Walker on 2nd. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Pass play coming here. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down, ball at the 36. Now looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Smash, smash. Come on.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go!
Daniels on first down. Caught, nice gain left side. And they bring him down around the 34. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throwing deep towards the end zone. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Seahawks will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw left side, complete. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got a man in motion. Now Daniels off the play action. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60. Go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The give now to Walker. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Broke through the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's DK on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dropping back to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running is Walker. Finds a big lane. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
1st and goal from the 1. From the 1. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen. Defensively, you know they're going to bring it. And now, well, they're more than content backing this offense up with the sack.
On 2nd and 7. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Ryan Stonehouse in punt formation.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running left, here's Walker. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He's going to throw this one. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Motion man sent left. Pass play on 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's brought... Pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
It's Walker on the give. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, Pete Navy got back to the line.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. It's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Oh, look at this. The kick is blocked. Oh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know, you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers. And that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's go.
From the 34. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond the 3 and out.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Walker running right. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Seahawks trail by just 1. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To the ground with Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Smith-Njigba going in motion right. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throwing now. Complete out to the right. It's a Seattle touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here he is to throw. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. To throw. Cut out left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down.
Check smash! Check smash! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hut, hut!
Now to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The Seahawks in a victory formation as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with a West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them.